Are you making a move to state of Florida and thinking about the best education you can offer to your children? Because in here, I'm going to try my best to explain to you all about education here in state of Florida. I want to share all the tips and advice that I can give you to you. So let's stay tuned to the end of this video so you get to know about school system here in state of Florida. Before we dive into this video, I want to introduce myself. My name is Alek Petrov. I'm one of the local real estate agents here in Southwest Florida. So we cover from Sarasota all the way down to Naples. And also I like to inform people places to go visit, things to do, how to invest, how to save on taxes when you do move here, how to relocate. Go check it out in my other videos as well. But in this video, we're going to talk about school system here in Southwest Florida. If you're trying to move here and you have questions about the school system, let me know. I will send you all the links that I know, and depends which area you're moving to. I can connect you with the correct people that will help you to understand the school system, how it works, where the best school areas are, and from there on, it's up to you. But hopefully by the end of this video, you'll know what to do and what to look out for. All right, let's dive into this video. If you are not relocating here due to your job, because if you are relocating due to your job, obviously you want to be nearby a job site, right? By the office. Now, but if you're relocating here and you want to just dip your state, whatever state you're living in, and you're like, hey, I'm tired of raining, I'm tired of cold, I want to move down where it's paradise, and you have options. Again, you need to understand you have different areas, you have different cities, you have different school ratings out here as well, as from 0 to 10 is the 10 is the best, and you have different areas will offer better opportunities, right? You have charter schools, you have a private school, you have a public school. So you have different schools and a lot of private school as well. They will give you grants for if it's a Christian school or any private schools, they do have grants that you can apply for, but you need to understand which area you're moving to. And the question was for me, when I was relocating it, even though I live here in Southwest Florida, I was moving in more inland, and with more inland that you move into, the rating it drops. And that's the facts, that's how it is. And for me, it was very important to get my kids into a great school, in which I looked some private school, I looked some charter schools, some Christian schools. So you have so many different options out there, and you have, a lover governor. A governor is giving the rights to our parents where we can choose the system we want to put our kids through. So that's a benefit of Florida State, where actually the parent has a voice in school, and I love that. And I got my kid in a Christian, but you definitely want to research the communities, definitely want to research the areas. Sometimes Zillow, Realtor.com, different platforms as well, they will give you a rating of the school zones. Or you want to live in Lehigh, the school rating will drop unless you go into a private, unless you can go into a charter school, right? But if you're in Lehigh public school, it's going to be the rating to be dropped. You do it down 4 miles, right? North 4 miles, rating is going to be low. You go down South 4 miles, the rating is going to be higher. You go down to Naples, Punta Springs, it's going to be higher. Sarasota, it's going to be higher. So you want to look at those ratings and neighborhoods they can be at. A lot of people move here, and when they are so used to have Costco 10 minutes away, or so used to have businesses and all the mall nearby. Here, it's 30-minute travel time. It is normal, guys. Unless you literally live like in Babcock Ranch, where your kids go to school right in the same spot, and you work at one of the retail stores at the Babcock Ranch, or any other communities out here in Southwest Florida, where you work in a community and all your kids are there. So that's gonna be easier. But you definitely want to do research of different communities, definitely want to do research about school zoning and what options you have, or if you don't take the kid to a public school, because a private school will charge you for the school bus. It's anything between $150 to $300 a month extra if you want a kid driving a school bus. So that's one of the things. It's doing your research is very important. I'll give you guys some of the websites. You can go check it out and kind of dive in deeper into it and see where you can find all this information. You can also shoot me a text message. You can text me to my phone number in the description, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you got. And if I don't have an answer to it, I will find an answer to you and promise you, and I will give you all the information that you need. I know summer's coming up. I know all the kids get out of school. Want to move during the break of the school so kids don't miss the school. Public school is very easy as long as you live in the area. That's where the kid's gonna go to. And remember, school buses here, if you put your kid on a school bus, sometimes it takes anything 45 to an hour and a half for the kid to get back home. Depends where you live. But let's talk about some private school, right? So again, you have a charter school, private schools, Christian schools. So you have different schools where they do give you grants as well. But I definitely want to advise you to call around around, especially like a Babcock Ranch, right? It's a community nearby me, Riverdale. They say you have to live here already and schedule the kid before the end of the year. So if you're trying to move here, you need to find a rent, or you're buying a house up north, west coast side of it. Majority of schools are always end in June, or my kids are ending in May. They're done with the school, and the school is here in Florida. They start like mid-August, beginning of August, where they start the school. It depends where you are. Private schools, they usually start like at the beginning of August as my kids go to school. As of, for example, up north, New York State, they're starting more in September, right? If you go take a kid to a private school, they crack down on time when you can register your kids, and you can apply for grants, you can apply for the sponsorship for the kids, or unless if you're paying cash for them, but you still have this window where you can register your kids. So if you're thinking that if you move here end of June, in the middle of July, be able to get your kid in a school by August, in the private school or Christian school, I have bad news for you. It's impossible. You definitely want to start calling now. I don't know when you'll be watching this video, maybe for next year. If you're relocating to the state of Florida, call around, see what the process takes, how long it's going to take you to get the kid into a school. It's very important. You don't want the kid to miss the part of it, or to go to, have nothing against public school. All the cities they do have, depends which area you are, the school rating is higher and they're good. But then we understand if we put a kid to a school and then they make the friends, and you have to put them in different school, you just tearing them apart. We're trying to avoid that part, right? But anyway, guys, so that's kind of a bit more in depth of private schools and the registration, what it takes and how it takes. Every school has different applications. There's some charter schools that you will do part-time school, like 3 days of school, 2 days at home. You teach them. You have different options, guys. So let's dive into our next point. As I mentioned before, our government gives the choice to the parent, right? The parent has a right to whatever school you feel comfortable with. You take your kid to the school. But there is different programs like STEAM-focused schools, art integration schools that they have as well. Two languages. Español is pretty big here. Habla poquito, right? I don't speak Spanish. I do speak Russian, Ukrainian, English, a little bit French. Don't ask me. But they do offer here multi-language schools here as well. And again, when you pick your location, I highly recommend call the public school, charter school, private schools, and find out what their benefits are. What do they have offered? Every school will stand out in certain ways. They will stand out in special programs they have that will offer to the kids, more athlete, more art, more musicians. So every school has its own hint, its own, I like to call it DNA, right? Its own personal attached to it. But I do love Florida school system. It's amazing. Down to the earth, very simple, very transparent. And like my kid goes to Christian school, Christian Academy school here, Palm Beach Boulevard in Fort Myers, and I drive him to school every day, pick him up from school. I love it. It's just because my background is more Christian, believing in and putting that values in the kid. It's very important to me, and that's what I picked, right? When they get to college, they'll get to choose their sport, they get to choose whatever they want to do. But at the beginning, I want to have them like family values, right? A father and mother in those lines, right? That's just my home values. That's my values, how I was raised, and what all my kids be raised the same way. So each school offers its own opportunity. So you definitely want to check it out and see, call around before it. Don't forget, it's 100% guarantee, guys, if you want to get them into some private school, charter school. That's a given. Let's talk about parents' choice, right? And it's not a secret. I used to live in Seattle. I used to live in California. But when I started having my own kids, I started realizing it. Kids spend 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day at the school, and they have a lot of influence over the kids. And if I wanted my kids to have value of my family, I want kids to have good foundation. And I'm not saying the West Coast, California, Seattle has a bad foundation. That's not what I'm saying. But parents have no right. They tell the kids how it is, and if you say something against it, and you get in trouble, or they come, the child support, child care, whatever, they come and they take the kids and CPS and the child protective custody, right? They come and take the kids. Here, what I love about Florida, you have all the right in the world. If you don't like the school, if you don't like the rules and regulations, the outcome, you can take the kid and put them in a different school. I love that the law will protect the parents, will always back up the parents. I'm not saying this school is bad, this school is good. Each family has their own values. Each family has their own vision. Each family family like certain things, and I totally understand it. But end of the day, I think it's beneficial when the parents, right, are protected by the governor, by the state, where you have a word to say, you have a voice. That's the beauty of it, right? And again, I highly recommend it. Go to school board meetings. We get to see where the school is heading to, where they're offering and stuff like that. So definitely want to go out there, definitely go be a part of community of the school, school board. You don't need to be on the board, but you can be part of it. You talk with them, ask questions. Listen, it's your child. You give birth to a child. You've been raising them. You've been paying their rent. You've been paying their food. You've been paying everything for them. You definitely want to know what they are learning, which potential they have, what school will have offering in 3-4 years, right? So it's all these different stages in life. So you definitely want to go be part of that. I think whole Florida sheriff departments are doing an amazing job on protecting kids. They have training out there happening very often, and they always sheriffs on duties at the school, or police departments on duties at the school, and they do amazing trainings. They protect our kids 100%. But again, guys, as I mentioned before, the resources that you can use and research the schools and go see which the rating are and stuff like that, it's Florida Department of Education. You can just go on there and you can type in the school, name of the school, you can county, the areas, stuff like that. Also another one, the great one, is greatschools.org. Go check it out. And also you can be part of the local Facebook groups. We are big on Facebook groups. Locally here, if you're Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Sarasota, whatever, you be part of that. You can also comment on there. Hey guys, I am new. I'm trying to move down to Naples, Florida, and I'm looking for a school. After you do the Florida Department of Education, after you do greatschools.org, if that's not enough, go on Facebook and comment below. And trust me, parents here are very active. They will respond it, and everybody's going to tell you honest opinion about their experience with the school, their experience of that specific area. So definitely, guys, like I said before, I just encourage you guys, go do the meetings, jump on Zoom calls, go check out the websites, definitely check it out, the ratings of the schools. Don't rely on Zillow, don't rely on realtor.com. Definitely want to go do your own research on that, because I had clients that will rely on that, and like, guys, in the neighborhood you chose, I'm like, hey, here's the information, there you go, side to side, and you guys give me a Zillow and realtor.com. They are broad, they are all over the place, right? They want Zillow and realtor.com, and in other websites, they want to offer you, they want to give you an offer for your homes, they want to give you loans, they want to give you all these things. And how the heck in the world they will know the school zones, right? And they know what school offer what. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. Hopefully answer any questions that you guys have. Please, you can reach me at my personal phone number that's in the description here, and I'll be more than happy to answer questions that you have, send you links as well. If you find this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and go check out my other videos as well. And if you're here locally and your kid goes to X school, X zone school, comment below as well, so other people who's watching this video, they can see the comments here. Hopefully we can be productive and helpful to each other here. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video to the end, and I will see you guys on my next video. God bless.